I'm Kai, and welcome to Comida con Kai. After years of filming videos and deleting them, filming, deleting, after like literal years, I've been trying to do this since like 2013, and it's 2020. I'm finally filming a video and I plan to keep it up. So this is the intro to that video, guys. Today I'm gonna be filming a video following a recipe shot by Stephanie Soo on her second channel, Miss Mango Butt. I'll leave a link in the description box below, but this is just an intro to my channel. So yeah, introducing myself, I'm Kai, and yeah, enjoy the video. I cut up some green onion, about that much, and then now I have the ginger. So Stephanie's fiance cut way too much ginger in there because I think it was only supposed to be like a teaspoon or like half a teaspoon. I'm like mostly following this recipe. I should probably pull up the video and like watch it, but I don't know. So I'm cutting this ginger right now. Okay, so I have it basically shaved, the little bit that I'm going to do. And I'm just going to cut it up really small. Okay, so I cut up the ginger, so I have about this much in a little bowl over here. And now she said a cup or two of kimchi, so I have some kimchi right here. I'm just gonna honestly didn't think how to do this. I guess I'm gonna just grab a fork and just try to measure it. Okay, so here's a cup. We're supposed to cut it into bite-sized pieces, so I'm gonna just dump it on the cutting board. I dropped a piece of kimchi on my foot, or on my slipper. Oh, it's gonna be stained red. About 2 cups, I guess. I feel like they didn't use this much kimchi. Okay. Or I should have just left it in the package. Or not in the package, in the cup. Look at the kimchi. Okay. So I'm going to cut it into bite-sized pieces, I guess. I feel like it's mostly cut into bite-sized pieces, but I'm just going to cut it up a little bit smaller. Like, maybe about like that big. Man, I might just eat all this kimchi. So I'm going to just toss it in with the green onion. So I'm going to just, honestly, it's already pretty cut, like, into bite-sized pieces, so I'm gonna just roughly chop this kimchi. I'll go like once like this way too, just to make sure it's bite-sized. This is my first time making it, but I like a lot of the other dishes, like Korean dishes that I've tried, so I think I'll like this. I really do like kimchi, so I think I like kimchi fried rice. I like tteokbokki, and I like eating my tteokbokki with kimchi on the side. So people would do. Honestly, Stephanie should be eating everything with kimchi on the side. And so I've kind of adopted that in my life. Because I really do like kimchi. Let's see. Okay. There's like so much kimchi juices on this cutting board now. And I just feel bad. It's getting on all over the place. I just want to scoop that in the bowl as much as I can. Okay, so I guess 1 tablespoon of sugar. There we go. 1 tablespoon sugar. Let's see what else you wanted. Okay, 1 tablespoon garlic. I'm just gonna try to scoop out as much of this as I can. That wasn't a full tablespoon, so don't get mad. It's just like this is the end of a jar, so I'm just gonna try to use the rest of it as well. Man, it's hard to scoop it out of the jar. Man, that's hard. And then I think it's like 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. No, that's literally the last bit of my soy sauce. Okay. Okay, 1 tablespoon sesame oil as well. Wait, is she saying teaspoon or tablespoon?
Typically, 1 tablespoon sesame oil. Typically, I like to just add...
Okay, so I'm supposed to use 2 tablespoons of gochujang, I believe. So I'm gonna just, I don't really care about that. So I'm gonna just stick this dirty one in. I know it would make her cringe. Okay, and then now I add the ginger, and it's at like a teaspoon, so I'm gonna do like maybe half of what I have here. So it's not too much, you know. Then I'm gonna mix it all up. Oh no! I'm dropping pieces, so I'll see you back once it's all mixed. Okay guys, so I have it all mixed up. I cut up some of the tofu into the slices, and I'm gonna fry them that way. I have a little bit of it boiling in some water. I have the pans ready, and then we're gonna get started. I like put one in there, but like it's not hot enough. But yeah, I was just gonna pan fry some tofu and then boil some, because she said her mom pan fries it and then Stephanie likes it boiled, so I'm gonna try it both ways. I think I'm gonna like it fried a little bit more, but yeah. Okay. I already kind of had a taste of this kimchi, and I think it tastes really good, so I'm really excited. Honestly, I just want to like scoop out all the juices that are in this bowl, this container. And yes, I guess I am super Mexican. Like, this is a takeout, like an old takeout container that I just saved. Okay, so now I'm gonna toss the rest of this tofu. Okay, it's honestly really fragile, the tofu, so I did get the extra firm tofu, but it's still very, like, flimsy, as you would say. But I'm frying it. And today I followed a recipe that Stephanie Soo did on her second channel, like her vlog channel, which is Miss Mango Butt. So I followed her recipe, and it's like the kimchi, like the cooked kimchi with the tofu. So in her video, she boiled it. So I have boiled tofu, but then I also pan fried it, like she said her mom likes. So I have both, actually. So we're gonna do it, and I'm just gonna go in with my hands. I know that makes some of you guys cringe, but you know, here we go. I tasted a little bit of like the tofu. I know I really like the kimchi, but the tofu is kind of bland, so you definitely need that kimchi on top. Mmm. 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 I really like it fried. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna actually be able to do the other tofu, like the boiled tofu in my hand, because it's like really soft and kind of flimsy, although I did get the extra firm tofu from the store. Okay. I definitely see what Stephanie was saying. Two completely different things. I actually like the fried tofu a lot better, sadly. So I like it the way her mom likes it. I think the combination of like the blandness of the tofu mixed with the texture of the boiled tofu isn't for me. Like it, because then you can really taste how bland tofu is when you have it boiled. When it's fried, at least you get that crunch. I don't know, it just makes it taste different. It's a completely different experience. I'm gonna try a smaller piece of tofu, like the boiled tofu, with it. I might just do a mouthful, like a forkful of the kimchi mixture. It is better that way. You still can't beat this fried tofu. And honestly, this kimchi, I could just eat it by itself, honestly. It is so flavorful. It's like, it's garlicky, it's really spicy, it has a little bit of sweetness to it, but a lot of it, it's just a nice saltiness, crunch, but like sogginess too. I'm a big fan of this. I don't know. Would you call it like a sauce, since it's like specifically made to go on top of the tofu? Like, I could just eat it by myself or by itself. It's so good. Ooh, I know, it's like my shirt was like really riding up. This is supposed to be like an off-the-shoulder shirt. Now I feel like naked almost. Wow. This is really good. It's pretty spicy though. I'm not gonna lie. But it's a good kind of spicy. Like, it's honestly not too hot. It's just like, it's hot enough where like you feel it. Like a nice kick. And then you might start to have a runny nose. I feel like by the end of this, when I'm all done with this, I'll have a runny nose probably. It's so good though. And temperature wise, it's still pretty hot from the stove. And I think that's the perfect combination for spicy food. If you have like something that's really spicy, but then it's like also like fresh out the oven or like fresh off the fryer, it just tastes so much better to me. Now this piece was fried a little bit differently than the other ones. Like some of them, I fried them, I don't know. I was getting weird with it when I was frying things. So like this one in the middle, like it's just barely fried on the outside, and the middle is kind of the same as the boiled tofu. It's still pretty good, but it's different than the other fried pieces that I had. I'm gonna shovel on some of this kimchi. See, my nose is running. Wow. Like in this, it's a little tangy from the kimchi because the kimchi is like a little sour, but man, everybody should come out and try this, like, or like make this at home and try it. Like, wow, I'm a huge fan of this. I see why she'd be eating this and why people eat this. It's so good. I'm a fan. I think in the link below, or in the description box below, I'll link the video where Stephanie made this, just so everybody can see like how it looked when she made it and all that stuff. I filmed like what this looks like up close, but like I didn't move the bowl, and I feel like if you move the bowl, like you can like move the inside, so like within the bowl, like you see it a lot better. Like it's chunky, but like honestly, mine ended up really saucy. So I don't know if that was just like, I don't know, like just how I cooked it or what. Mine's just really saucy, like a lot of liquid. Excuse me. Ooh. I don't know, the more and more I try Korean food, the more I love it. Like I really like Korean food now. But I didn't grow up eating Korean food. Like I didn't have Korean food until after I was graduated from high school. So I was already 18 when I first had Korean food, I believe. Yeah, because I finally had I had some of my own money to be able to buy the ingredients to make it at home. And then I think I went with my friend and we got some from a restaurant once as well, shortly after. And then after that, like I was specifically tteokbokki. I don't know if I said that right, but the Korean spicy rice cakes, I love that dish, and I make it a lot when I'm at home. when I first started making it, I followed a recipe. And then I tweaked it to like my taste buds and like what I really like. But there's this Korean spot that's like down the street from where I live. Oh my goodness, it is so good. Like I had the tteokbokki there. So good. But then I also had like lettuce wraps with like the roasted pork. Is it? Yeah, with roasted pork and stuff. And then like there was a bunch of like the, you know, like it comes with like the little side dishes thingies, and it came with like some radish kimchi and some other stuff. So that was really fun to go there and eat that. And then also like they gave us like compliment like on the house like the fried dumplings that Koreans eat, which is like the ones with like the noodles inside of them. So mandu is what they're called. And man, oh man, I was in heaven. Those Korean dumplings were my favorite dumplings, like so far. Like they were so good. This is a lot of sauce. I don't know if everybody, like, if I'll be able to finish it. I think I made a pretty good dent in it though. It's a lot. And this tofu is like, honestly, I see why she said it's like filling like rice and stuff, because it is pretty filling. And if by any chance Stephanie Soo ends up seeing this, what up, bis? I'm just kidding, I'm kidding. I'll probably cut that out because, oof, embarrassing. But hey Stephanie, if you ever come across this video, I tried to follow your recipe. And I think you did a good job explaining it, because I feel like this turned out really good. But girl, why don't you like it like this? This is so good. I'm not a fan of your boiled tofu though. Let me be honest. And some of my tofu, I fried. So like, they're like little crunchy bits. I also sliced it kind of thin too, because I knew I wouldn't want it too thick. I don't know. I guess I'm not like super new to eating tofu, but I'm new to cooking it and stuff and knowing what I like. I'm usually open to trying it. Like I really like, it's pretty lame, most basic thing ever, like miso soup, how like there's usually like the tofu in there. Like I like that. And then sometimes in Indian food, like there's, I think it's tofu at least. And I think that's really good. One time I went to this Chinese restaurant with my family. Like my dad, he's definitely a meat eater. I think recently, after 50 years, this dude says he's gonna like cut out meat, I think, and be like a pescatarian. Something like that. After 50 years of swearing up and down that he would never do that, and that he has to have meat, blah, 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 blah. Which I'm happy for him, you know. You do you, boo-boo. But man, it was a shock. But anyways, so when I had it though, he like was still swearing by meat only, blah 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 blah, and like he was like, ew, tofu, so bland, so gross, you know, talking smack about it. But we went to this Chinese restaurant for my birthday, and oh my goodness, we ordered this tofu dish, and the I don't even remember what it was called, but the sauce that it was in, and like, I don't know, that tofu, it was just, it absorbed like all of that flavor. Like it honestly like had the texture like a sponge, which was really weird like then, but like it tasted so good, and it absorbed like all of the the flavors from the sauce, and it was just, oh, it was so good. So my dad, he like really liked that, and I really liked it too. Like that was the one dish that like we were all like chowing down on. Also that day we made the mistake of like each one ordering like an entree, not really realizing. We should have realized, but we didn't realize. I just bit into something really hard. I don't know what it was from, but ow. But anyways, we didn't realize, but we should have realized that it was one of those Chinese restaurants where like it's family style, so everything you order will be in a huge, and I mean huge dish, and it even had the lazy Susan on the table. So we should have realized that, you know, it was one of those restaurants where like we only order like maybe like 2 things, 3 things for the whole table, and we all just reach up forward. The more you know, I guess. So it was a fun time though, and we had a lot of leftovers, which was really nice. Oof. I'm getting full. I'm gonna like I said, I'm gonna try to finish these last pieces of the fried tofu, and then I'm gonna end the video. There's honestly a lot of food. I think I'm pretty full though. So I think I'm gonna save the last fried piece of tofu and the other pieces of tofu for later. But yeah, growing up, authentic foods from like other countries and stuff and other cultures, I kind of had access to certain things, but most of the things like I didn't really have access to. But I definitely had parents who at some point they wanted us to learn more. Cause like I guess where we live, like in the state that we live, it's very common for people to never try sushi, to never try like a lot of different foods. So I'm glad that like there's things like YouTube where like I can watch videos and like see other people cooking it and like talking about how it tastes and the preparation that and like the ingredients that go into it, so that I can make it at home and experience it myself too. So that's the point of this channel. I really appreciate the people who have taken me along on their journeys, their food journeys, and have educated me on foods from other cultures. And I want to take this channel and I want to eventually travel and share the foods of the world with the people who grew up like me, who didn't have a lot of access to foods from other places, like authentically. And then after I travel, then maybe I'll try out the dish, like how to cook a dish, try a few recipes, let you guys know what worked for me, what got me closest to that authentic flavor, so that you guys can really try it at home. Because honestly, that's what's important to me. I know growing up, I'm really happy at the opportunities that I have now to be able to try different foods and experience the cultures of other people, because I definitely didn't have that much of an opportunity growing up. Like I said, the most I had was like a little bit of sushi when I was little, and maybe like a few dishes. Like, I actually don't think I had like any Indian dishes, but I think I had a lot of actually, I think the most out there that I got was when we would go to a restaurant, but even then we didn't really go to any like a lot of ethnic like other ethnicities restaurants and stuff. But we would go. No, I think my food journey actually began when I started cooking at home, and like I got the curiosity and I would watch videos of people cooking, and yeah, when I think about it like that, that's when me and my family like started eating more different kinds of food, I guess. My older siblings, their first experiences were different than mine, but like I think mine and then my younger siblings and my younger sisters, I think us three, our first experiences with like other cultures' foods like mostly began when I started cooking like foods from other cultures and stuff. Because when I first started cooking, I cooked like our cultural food and stuff. So I cooked a lot of Mexican food because that's what my grandma taught me and my mom taught me. But then I also did a lot of soul food. Not as much as the Mexican food, but I was taught like how to make certain soul foods and stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Comment down below what kind of food you guys want to see next. If you guys want me to find a recipe on YouTube and actually try it out for you guys, see if it's actually as easy as it looks to make, or I don't know. If you want me to research more about the history of a food and then cook it and all that stuff, just let me know what you guys want to see next. Press that like button if you enjoyed watching me cook and then eat. And press that subscribe button and the notification bell next to it to get notifications every single time I post. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!